John Mara claimed December 4 that Eli Manning's benching really had no effect whatsoever on the decision to fire GM Jerry Reese and coach Ben McAdoo. Landon Collins sees it differently. The Giants' Pro Bowl strong safety, who frequently supported McAdoo publicly as the Giants' season spiraled out of control, said on ESPN's First Take Wednesday that he thinks the drama surrounding Manning's Week 13 benching in Oakland is what cost McAdoo his job. The team I think was it was up and down about McAdoo's firing. I mean, I was pretty upset that he was gone because he's a great coach. I think what got him out the door was when he sat down Eli Manning, Collins said in his first post-season interview. The safety, on injured reserve with a broken forearm, was not available to speak at the Giants' breakup day Monday. But other than that, I think he was a great coach, Collins added of McAdoo. We always talked, we always saw eye to eye. We had our disagreements, but that's a player and that's a coach and you're gonna have that. But at the same time we came to an agreement, where we all had that one common goal. Collins' perception of that situation is the rational conclusion any objective observer drew from the Manning drama. Mara initially made it seem McAdoo had gone somewhat rogue in his presentation of the plan to the quarterback, but Mara later admitted he had signed off on the plan of benching him at halftime in Oakland. Mara and Tisch had released a statement after a disastrous Week 10 road loss to the previously winless San Francisco dropped the Giants to 18 that said they would not be making changes in season. And while the Giants squeaked out a 129 home overtime win over the Chiefs the next week, the only meaningful change between the owner's statement and the firings was Manning's benching and crying at his locker. But Collins, who turns 24 years old next Wednesday, wasn't even close to finished dishing hot takes. He also said Manning wasn't playing at the level he's capable and blamed the lackluster offensive line for the quarterback's slump. He's Manning not playing up to the level one used to watch him play at when I used to watch him on TV and stuff like that. It's just I would say he needs a line, Collins said. When Eli has time and everybody sees it, when he has time in that pocket he can make a defense pay big time. And that's what we need, that's what he needs in front of him. Collins added, I think he has a lot more years left in him, and at the same time it's Eli Manning, two-time Super Bowl champion, why not? He also said his understanding is Manning doesn't want to go to any other team. He's looking forward to remain with the Giants for the long haul. He wants to finish his career there, Collins said. Collins said, too, that he believes McAdoo's successor needs to be more stern but also have the players' backs. This is my first time going through a coach change. I would say probably a stern coach but at the same time a player's coach, somebody that will get on you but at the same time always have your back, Collins said. And he would let you know he always has your back but at the same time he's gonna push you to be that player you want to be. Like I tell my position coach, secondary safeties coach David Merritt, I told him I want to be a Hall of Famer. So he pushed me to where he sees things to push my buttons to be that player that I want to be. By far Collins' most unexpected opinion, though, was his answer to what new GM Dave Gettleman should do with the Giants' number 2 overall pick in April's draft. The Giants are in position to take a top quarterback or maybe even Penn State running back Saquon Barkley, but Collins thinks the Giants should take a wide receiver else Adjeti Images, that's a tough one. I don't say it's a quarterback, no. I don't say it's a quarterback, Collins said. I'd say we see what we do this offseason. I would say, probably get some help at wide receiver. Get Odell, Brandon Marshall and Sterling and Eli some more options. And so begins and ends Collins' first and last unofficial interview to be a future Giants GM. Wide receiver, or pass catchers in general, is arguably the Giants' strongest position group when healthy. And Reese's top draft pick tight end Evan Engram and free agent signing last offseason Marshall were both pass catchers. There is a need to improve depth given Marshall's struggles last season and possible release this offseason. And it's understandable Collins focused on the offense and on depth at receiver considering how badly the offense struggled especially once Beckham got hurt in Week 5. And just as a side note, CBS Sports at the moment ranks SMU receiver Courtland Sutton 64, 215 pounds as its top WR prospect for 2018. Collins did qualify, though I don't think we need another quarterback. We have Eli, we have Davis Webb, we have Geno who is a free agent, 3 dynamic quarterbacks. We haven't seen Davis Webb play yet but he can definitely get the job done. But Eli I would say is our quarterback. He just needs more protection, Collins said. What I've seen of Webb, he goes against the first-team defense. Even though our defensive line gave our scout team line some problems, he definitely tried to fit it in tight windows. He definitely gets it and he has a great arm. He throws a mean 80-yard ball. Finally, Collins discussed the future of teammate Eli Apple, who Gettleman told SiriusXM Radio he was meeting with on Wednesday, and provided more context on his public feud with the second-year corner. Collins said last week when he called Apple a cancer on a December 26 ESPN radio interview, "I didn't mean to say that publicly at all. I was just coming out of surgery when I said it, and I guess when I said it that's how I felt at the time. But that's my teammate, that's my brother, man, I will always wish the best for him." Collins last week apologized for the cancer remark, but he clearly hasn't forgotten how in mid-December, Apple basically called Collins a liar for claiming he had sat down with Apple and tried to counsel his teammate. "I want him to know that I've got his side, and if you cross me, I'm gonna shoot back. It's not just gonna be an easy road just to let you cross me, you know," Collins said. Here are other Collins comments on Apple. "What's gone wrong? To be honest with you, he has all the talent in the world. He's fantastic at it. He's done everything he needs to do. I think it's more his personal relationships off the field is what's bothered him on the field. Would Apple be better off on another team? I don't know. That's a question I can't answer. I can't see the future, but any team would be happy to have him. He's a great corner. That's what I would say. He's a good corner. I can see it every day on the field. It just doesn't translate to the field all the time. On being a pro, you've got to leave your personal business. Once you walk through those doors, you've got to leave that personal business at the door.